With the Herculean success of the Borderlands movie, as well as our first glimpses at the upcoming Borderlands 4, I thought it would be a pretty incredible idea to bring one of my favorite characters over from the studio led by our gaming industry's favorite porn-loving magician.
This is real, guys. You should look it up.
Into the world of Fallout 4. But wait! Before we get started, let's address just a little issue with my last video, which you should absolutely go watch.
I feel like the mods that I had installed offered a tamer experience than what I was probably trying to aim for.
Here's the mod list for our Fallout 4 run. Now, let's just see how I fixed that little concern this time around.
Explosions!
Anyway, let's just get right into it then, starting with facial reconstruction surgery so we can spawn our own little Urukai.
The wife is just sitting there. Oh my god, my husband is changing forms!
Oh yeah, and just a fair warning everybody, this video is going to be all over the goddamn place, like a fat kid with ADHD in a candy shop. So just please bear with me on this one. There was kind of a method to the madness. Just like in New Vegas, we bumped that bar up to very hard because we are always full mast on this channel. We say good morning to the milkman, who thankfully looks nothing like Sean, and then name the big man and allocate all of our points.
Nice.
There's no real build perk-wise this time around like there was in the flame weapons video for New Vegas, but that doesn't necessarily mean there isn't a special challenge. The goal this time around is to use only explosive Borderlands weapons and to have this Mister Torgue look as closely to this Mister Torgue as possible. That includes not just his face, but also his outfit and armor. I'll explain both of these a little more in depth later on in the video. Nora interrupts some formative father-son bonding time that I don't think I'll be getting back, and then fucking Earth starts blowing up, so we pass through a top-notch security gate check.
Infant. We're not in the vault. Adult male. Adult
God,
female.
we're gonna die!
Okay, go ahead.
Holy shit, look at this beefcake right here. Oh my god. Man's injecting synthol. Oh my goodness. Torgue lies to Nora.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay.
And then we go down into Vault 111, where we're met with an entire bakery of cake just before we go into our cryopods. Holy shit. This guy's got the whole goddamn bakery with him. God damn, his butt cheeks are phasing through his armor. We grab our jammies, and we relax for a wonderful nap. But unfortunately, some bald guy woke us up from our beauty sleep.
This is the one. Here.
Exposition. I don't care.
Are we okay?
Skip.
I'm not giving you shot.
Some punk-ass rad roaches get bitch slapped. We grab our Apple Watch 3000, cause only the good guys get Apple gear. Tease the control panel a little bit, and then get the hell out of the musty cold hole that is Vault 111. Real quick guys, before we continue, I just wanted to say two things. Firstly, this video was inspired by this lovely commenter here, and secondly...
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Oh, that's pretty bad. Now granted, I haven't posted in a bit, but I think we can change that.
You better subscribe to my channel.
Now guys, I don't make threats lightly, but I also don't make promises lightly, and I promise that if you subscribe, you're not going to regret it. Outside Vault 111 and the surface looks not right. Okay, cool. Yeah, give me like 5 minutes. Okay, that's what we're going with. I installed a winter mod to give the world a wintry look. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a dictionary. Why would I use a mod like this? Simple. I am a Borderlands 2 Schmeat rider and absolutely love the look of the Southern Shelf and Three Horns. Did I think out the choice of my chosen environmental overhaul mod very much? No. But that doesn't matter, because unfortunately for this beautiful mod, which I will check out again in the future, I enjoyed the luxury and hindsight to have not stared at the sun as a child. And with this mod, Jesus Christ, it's like my eyeballs are on fire.
Let's try this again.
All right, third time's the charm. Let's try a different one. And what the fuck? Okay, that seems to have fixed it. I'm a dummy, and I didn't update my LOD. Oh yeah, and Torgue is like a beefcake, and I edited his height to be 6'8", whatever. Finally, we're on our way to Sanctuary, where we can meet Codsworth again for the second time for the first time. After a teary-eyed reunion with my robot slave, I run inside and grab an extra skill point, then deposit the last thing that my wife ever made for me in a safe and secure location. After that, Codsworth thinks that we should look around the neighborhood for Sean, but all we find is bugs and small critters. And by find, I mean kill. And by kill, I mean we absolutely beat the shit out of everything. Chicken! Well, that was a bust. So let's just have a little Minecraft hardcore style montage where I scrap a million different pieces of wood in short succession. Oh, but you know what? It needs to stay interesting. So here's my first little mini boss. This little bitch was tough. Just a little more scrapping. And now, well, time for the real cheese. Yes, I don't know. I'm still just a little bit dissatisfied. Okay, now that we've gained 4 levels, let's throw them into Toughness, Perception, Demolition Expert, and Life Giver. This is the most insight that you're going to be getting into my perks for the entire video. Like I said, it's just not New Vegas, but that's okay. Fallout 4 is different from New Vegas in plenty of ways that I can appreciate, such as Skag Meat, our Skag model replacement for Dog Meat, who is going to stick with us for the entirety of the playthrough and won't inexplicably disappear for some unknown reason that I still don't understand.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
Very quickly, Skag Meat proves his loyalty by chomping on some wormy boy, so I reward him with a swanky red bandana. Let's take a little listen to myself from the past now. So I did a little bit of playtesting, and it looks like the first Borderlands gun that we can get is actually in Diamond City, which I'm having a bit of a brain fart, I'm pretty sure is right here. So the plan is to just run past Preston Garvey and all of his bullshit and just go straight for Diamond City. God, easier said than done. What an asshole. You hear how slow he's talking? It's like he doesn't even have a thoughtfully worded script sitting right in front of him. But me, myself, and I is right. The first viable place for me to get a gun is Diamond City. Now let me explain the gun situation a bit better. I have installed a mod that brings over a large quantity of the weapons from Borderlands 1 into Fallout 4. I am, however, limiting myself to only using Borderlands weapons that have explosive effects on them. That said, if I find a weapon that doesn't have an explosive effect on it, I can change that specific part of the weapon to allow for explosive bullets. That is the only part of the weapon that I'm allowing myself to change, because if I could change every part of the Borderlands weapons, then that just wouldn't feel like Borderlands.
Well then why are you changing any of the parts?
I hear you moan. Well, the reason I allowed myself to do that is because if I didn't, then I would have been stuck with the same revolver for the entirety of the playthrough, because that would have been the only naturally spawning Borderlands weapon with an explosive effect already installed that I could find. Outside of Concord, Skag Meat finds out that you're supposed to actually crack a crab shell before eating the meat inside. Oh, fuck. And I find out that there are higher forms of life in this universe that are hyper-aggressive and very enthusiastic about probing recruitment. Okie doke, I need to get the fuck out of here right now. Oh my god. Oh! You see that ass though? How about we go the other way this time? I pass back through Concord and find Preston Garvey outside of his little bird's nest. I'm not interested in Preston right now. I'm still trying to discover who I am and what I want to be in this world. So I run towards Drumlin Diner, where I try to intimidate the two raiders with my massive pecs and even more massive bulge.
Scabber. This doesn't involve you.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
That's it.
It didn't work. Ooh, get him! I valiantly run away while Skagmeat deals with the two hoodlums, and when the fire's settled, I get the first of 4 armor pieces that I need for this run. Just like I said earlier in the video, I want Torgue to look as authentic as possible. So we need light metal arm armor, light metal leg armor, some form of shirtless pants, and a pair of sunglasses. Right now, we have one of the 6 accessories of Torgue's drip. After heroically saving the diner with my intimidating stature and girthy presence, I find a pretty clear disability in my height in the form of a terminal of all things. This is a bit of a problem. I get distracted by a junkyard and try to fistfight some rats, but I didn't quite put enough points into intelligence because I got game-ended pretty quickly, even without the help of the rad shrews. Okay, that's 2 on the scoreboard. Not great, but not bad either. Come on, fellas. Approaching Cambridge, I knew that there was going to be some ghouls, so I wanted to play it a little safer on my 3rd go-around at life. I figured Dance could just kill some of them for me anyways, but no. Oh! What the fuck? You have a gun? Once I got run up on by a ghoul with a gun, I was out of there immediately. We run past the wreck of the USS Riptide because fuck that. Run past the super mutants fighting Diamond City guards because fuck them. And get distracted by an explosion off in the distance before running past Piper and Mayor McDonough because fuck their bullshit. And ran straight towards Arturo to hopefully, finally, get my first weapon and some ammo. I was able to buy a shotgun, but unfortunately Piper and Mayor McDonough just can't leave me to do my own shit.
Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dump.
What the fuck? I then go to Valentine Detective Agency and speak to Ellie Perkins, who tells me that the detective, Nick Valentine, has gone missing. So now I'm contracted as a detective to go find the detective I need. Genius writing. Sadly, I let my sticky fingers get the better of me, and now the town wants to cook my bacon over a coffee mug. Well, that's a reload, but not a death. Denying the townspeople of my murder made them hungry, I suppose, because when I walked out of Valentine's, a man's head exploded, and suddenly all of his possessions needed a new home. Oh, shit. I found out that I wasn't high enough level to mod my shotgun for explosive shells. My sticky fingers couldn't find any clothes for Torgue to wear inside of Fallon's, and one of Diamond City's guards was sexually harassing me. So I decided to just run back to Sanctuary to grind some more levels with the tried and true fence post strat. After some more boring bullshit that nobody cares about, we're about high enough level to mod a pistol that we just bought off of Percy while we were still in Diamond City. Weapon in hand, we now head to the Museum of Freedom and find an absolutely adorbs pair of pants, but it just doesn't look quite right, so we're gonna have to edit in the Body Slide studio later. For a now seemingly unknowable reason, I decided it would be a terrific waste of my time to go help out the Boy Scouts of America. Maybe I was thinking that their main story quest line would have been, you know, quick enough for me to wrap this all up nice and neatly. But
I've gotten word about a settlement that's being threatened by raiders.
Oh, thank you. I'd rather the technophiles or kidnappers. After donning my first set of power armor, scaled up for Torgue, of course, I traded blows with the Deathclaw and then acquired my very first legendary weapon, the Friendly Fire, which just so happens to be a Torgue manufactured shotgun, has the unique characteristic of firing a pellet spread in the shape of a smiley face. How cute. I get what's mine and take the birthday party back to Sanctuary, where I realized June has a nice looking pair of jeans.
The sight.
I trade my athletic outfit for June, but
Maybe we do have a problem.
so I gave him an outfit way too cool for his attitude, fixed the athletic outfit, and tested out Torgue's new drip.
Perfection.
Finally, it's time to find our favorite metal man of mystery. So after passing Swan's Pond and deciding not to fuck around and find out, we enter the Park Street station, let the triggermen fuck around and find out, and then run out of ammo like a dumb bitch. Awesome. Okay. Let's steal their shit and have a bartering montage. I swear I did not do this multiple times. I didn't want to have to run back to Diamond City so soon, but at least I got a new pistol from the vendor. So that's pretty cool. You know what isn't so cool though? Not only did I buy a fat hand cannon, I also bought an assault rifle. Okay, so I just need some nuclear material. I think I know where I can get that. After a speedy run back over to Drumlin Diner, we now have the necessary materials to mod it into an explosive weapon.
So that was a fucking lie.
Fuck me though, because I couldn't mod a single assault rifle for the entire duration of the playthrough. I guess the mod is bugged or something. F's in the chats, boys. At least we got to mod our shotgun. Before we go into the tunnels, why don't we give our new boomstick a little test? Okay, not bad. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna fast forward through this. It's a subway.
Sandwiches?
No, silly. By the way, did you know that Boston's first subway system opened on September 1st, 1897? I really hope you would have found that more interesting than I would have if I had to just keep fucking bartering all the shit that I took off of the triggermen over and over and over and over again.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Okay. Once Skinny Jeans Malone is dead and we've rescued Nick's target, Darla, Nick arranges to rendezvous back at his shack in Diamond City. But hold on, because we need to test out another new explosive shotgun. Okay, it works. Back in Emerald Town, Nick deduces that the would-be serial napper, did you like that? Just so happens to be one of our friendly neighbors. A little bit of blackmail and extortion for the tolerant and ever so open-minded, non-institute planted mayor, and bam! Some friendly breaking and entering for our broken family man, Mister Torgue. Well, hey, that is a bright and shiny button. I bet it wasn't only just spawned in there once I completed the proper amount of steps and quests in the exact order that the devs wanted me to. Is this a Rockstar game? After touching all of Kellogg's belongings, Skag Meat gives my hands a good old sniff, and we go hunting.
Take me to him, boy.
I forgot to change my clothes, guys. I get more caps with my shirt on. Please don't get mad at me. You know, walking down the railroad tracks, hanging out with Skag Meat, makes you appreciate the companionship that an animal can offer. The love that I feel for him is so great that I actually don't even feel anything in my heart when I watch other animals die and or participate in the deaths of those animals. It's already just too full with my love for Skag Meat. It really reminds me of the American classic, A Boy and His Dog. I personally have no idea what it's about because I've never seen it.
Right now I'm hungry and I want to get laid.
That's what you always say.
You go find a chick and I'll hustle us up some food.
I can't do good work when I'm hungry.
And truthfully, I have no interest in watching it either. But I know it's about a boy and a dog, and I think that should count for something. Oh, what the fuck are those things? After all the creepy bugaboos that I had the misfortune of seeing, and whom had the misfortune of seeing the wrong end of my shotgun, the seemingly Appalachian mud squids were what nearly did me in because they were just so damn tanky. But apparently not tanky enough, because the game felt fit to send in another damn UFO. Oh, fuck me. Oh, no, wait. No, I don't want to seem like a crazy person. It was a UAP. That's right. Yeah, no, UAP. Now there's validity to what I'm saying. After realizing how fruitless this was, I ran straight into the dangerous, unforgiving flippers of land dolphins. What? Yes, you heard me. Unfortunately, that cost me about 10 minutes off my world record run, but I think I can probably still save it. Back at it, run past the dolphins. Came up with that one right there on the spot. I hope you like that.
Oh my god.
Take a little dip right into the toilet of a super mutant camp, and then stare funny at another UAP.
Oh no, I just had to stare at it. I just had to stare.
Hiding from the would-be probers, I discovered a 4-dimensional portal inside a security checkpoint. What? Oh, that's fucking wild right there. Like mirrors into 2 completely different universes. And then you step outside and it doesn't happen. That's crazy. But I guess some things just weren't meant to be witnessed by man, and clearly, this was why the aliens were on my ass like a cheese grater. I hope they like the taste of shredded Parmesan, because that's what they'll be getting their fingers into. After a very handsy and exploratory observation by our neighbors from Mars, I found the makings of a homemade missile defense system.
I assume. Okay, well that wasn't quite right. It just... That's fucking lame.
After another investment for the future, I promise I won't bring up vendors anymore unless it's actually worth your time, we acquired a new revolver and reaffirmed June's status as the whipping boy. Boy, I think you look like mighty fine company. Since the aliens were just a little too much for me to handle at Fort Hagen, I decided to start advancing the Brotherhood storyline since they are clearly the based choice, and of course, I figured their attitudes would most closely align with Mister Torgue's. After cleansing the police station of dermatitis, we 3 amigos headed off over to ArcJet. And like you'd think, the pretty standard bullshit that usually happens is what went down. Neo-humanity, I don't fucking know. River lurks, bulls, night stalkers, freaky stuff. Fuck the slow stuff. Instant transmission. Okay, let's open the security door on the screen terminal that we can just barely see, and more sense. But wait, more sense means more loot, and we just so happened upon another legendary. And it's an assault rifle. Cool. Anyway, it's the Bastard, which coincidentally enough is a Torgue assault rifle, but since I can't get it to shoot explosive rounds, I'm just not going to use it.
So technically this is a Torgue weapon from Borderlands 1, but it doesn't have the explosive modifiers, so I'm not going to equip it. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. The reason I'm not going to equip it is because it just fires like a normal assault rifle. If it dealt some sort of explosive damage, then I would equip it.
All right, yeah, cool. Thanks for repeating me. I guess I didn't do it well enough the first time. Something I do really well, though, is pressing big, red, shiny buttons.
96.
Oh my god, are you alright?
He's fine.
Get in my belly!
After bullying my way out, Dance rewards me with literal garbage.
This is worthless.
And I get to witness the consequences of the breadth of life in a Bethesda world. Time to take on Fort Hagen again, but this time, let's suit up in a proportionally scaled up set of power armor. Kill some freaks. Oh man. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I don't know where that came from. I meant mutants. Kill some mutants. No, I'm sorry, guys. And we get to pick up another legendary weapon. The Defender, a TDR shotgun. Inside, it's nothing but business as usual. Popping chrome domes with explosive firearms, all in an effort to make our way to our well-balanced breakfast. After loading up on every drug that I can get my hands on, it's time to peacefully confront the man who kidnapped my child and murdered my wife.
I wish I could tell you that Kellan fought the good fight, and that Mr. Torgue and scagging me to let him be. I wish I could tell you that, but the Commonwealth is no fairy tale world.
After a thorough rummaging of the cereal box man for the prize inside, I get to watch one of the greatest faction intros in any game I've ever played.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
After a little update to the weapon wheel, I talk to Nick and I show him my little bit of brain in a jar. Nick loves it and mentions someone else who would love to see it too. So I head off to a friendly sounding little town called Good Neighbor to visit Dr. Omari.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
You could move out of the fucking way.
Gotta drop off my power armor first. Always remember to take the fusion core out, lest you find Trash Can Carla jacking your shit. And because I think the bitrate quality on YouTube is just superb for dark videos, I decided to set out at night. Let's stop off real quick for a light snack so I can keep up this amazing figure. We find another legendary assault rifle called the Guardian off the corpse of a super mutant, but it's an assault rifle, so fuck it. And upon entering Good Neighbor, some poor little man made a terrible mistake.
First time in Good Neighbor, you can't go walking around without insurance.
That is unacceptable! Punch him so hard he explodes!
We give Dr. Omari Kellogg's bubblegum and take a trip down memory lane. Blah, 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 Kellogg's memories, blah, blah, dead wife. There we go. The Institute's secret sauce is teleportation. Mr. Torgue hits his head on the way out, and Dr. Omari sets me on a path to find some nerd named Virgil hiding out in the glowing sea. Virgil. If you're watching this video and your name is Virgil, consider subscribing because I think it's actually an exceptionally fine name. I came across some nice bits and bobs while looking for Virgil, like this pink caddy, some mounted miniguns, an extra fusion core, and nightmare fuel.
What the fuck is that thing?
Oh, it's just a little frog. Of course, though, I'm not allowed to enjoy the open air, so I look for some shelter to hide from the alien ship. After a few easy to spot traps, a not so easy mommy dom robot wakes up. So, deuces, skag meat. At least outside, I might not be able to run away from the spaceship, but inside the basement, well, I think the aliens would be a little more gentle. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, because some fucking xenomorph-looking
Monkey fish frog
basically one-taps me. And guess where the last save was? Right next to the alien. Yes! Fortunately for me, though, those dumbasses crashed right into the overpass. Why are Fallout's aliens so bad at flying? After I hit the fast travel point for the glowing sea, I travel back to Sanctuary. Oh wow, that's a funny coincidence. I just put that together. And proceed to get stuck in a looping animation trying to unlock my power armor. I waited for 2 minutes and 45 seconds and nothing fucking happened. So eventually I did the easy thing and just gave up and reloaded. I'm a stubborn man, but I also know when to quit. Suited up and ready for the rads, I take a surprisingly pretty walk through what's supposed to be hell on earth. And hell on earth it is. The glowing sea has never been more dangerous and more filled with creeps and critters than ever before on my aging 10-year-old hard drive. And I do mean 10 years old, just as well as my PSU, because I'm a deranged psycho who trusts that my computer won't just spontaneously go supernova any second. Anyways, back in the land of milk and honey, the aliens are back, and that's great. And there it is. Awesome. Awesome. Soon after, some crossed wire led to New Vegas's Night Stalkers eating my lunch, Pumbaa from the upcoming Lion King prequel showing up for a dance number, and I get a surprise from the new addition of the Enclave to the glowing sea after Bethesda's Great Leap Forward update. History buffs will get that one. Maybe the aliens will just focus on them and not worry about me. Sucks so much. Okay, attempt number 3, back up the mountain. Unfucking believable. The first time the game has crashed in like 8 or 9 hours, and it's when I make progress in the glowing sea and I don't fucking quick save. I don't even know what to say right now.
That's what you want.
No sir, that was most certainly not what I wanted. At least I got to see a beef jerky mosh pit ganking some floating meatball cacodemon looking ass monster. That was kind of fun. Finally, I've made it to the crater, and after a quick stop to look around at absolutely fucking nothing, it's back off to Virgil. Whoa, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my god, we finally found Virgil's cave. Initially, Shrek tells me to get out of his swamp, but once he hears my sob story, he just can't help but point me in the right way. The big smelly ogre always did have a soft spot for Donkey. And of course, I mean this man's dangus. I mean, just look at what you can do in the Body Slide studio. Oh my gosh. After giving us a tracking signal to follow, we fly over to the fraternal post and get our first clue at the old CIT ruins. Nothing special about this place, I'm sure.
Sometimes
Later, we find ourselves at Green Tech Genetics. Sadly, up to this point, the entrance has been inaccessible. Had we been able to enter earlier, maybe I could have enjoyed the wonderful shenanigans that it looks like the gunners had gotten up to. We bravely attempt a rescue of the few remaining gunners still alive at the top of the building, but the explosive splash damage of my big dickin' revolver didn't really allow me to be the hero I know that I can be. Regardless, the courser chip is ours, the runaway synth is freed, and the weapon wheel is updated with a new shotgun. We're back at Good Neighbor to see Dr. Amari, but my fingers are feeling a little sticky, so yank, yoink. After giving Dr. Amari the courser chip, I excitedly run off to the next location I'm pointed towards. Jesus fucking Christ, now I have to go to the railroad. Oh my god. I could talk about how much I enjoy following the Freedom Trail, but I really don't. I do not enjoy it. Now, I understand that the Freedom Trail is a real brick road in Boston, and, you know, that's awesome that it's in the game. It really grounds Fallout in the real world, but I just can't stand the fact that the railroad, which is supposed to be an organization hiding from the Institute, another organization who would absolutely level the fucking railroad if they discovered it, would decide to put their secret lair at the end of the very same, very iconic trail, and then to no less put the password to their base on the same fucking trail that leads to their base. If I ever make a video on the things that I don't like about Fallout 4, the railroad is without a doubt going to be in it. Rant over. After solving the Leonardo de Howard code, I'm rewarded with the friendly fire. Ooh, I like this shotgun, it's good. Ooh, baby, but I think I like this one a little bit more. But then I get accosted by the leader of the Goof Troop for following the goddamn Forza-esque racing line that is the big ol' Freedom Trail. Give courser chip, they decode, but they keep. Fair trade, I leave. And those were my interactions with the railroad. I'll be returning in about 10 minutes to kill all of them. Back at Virgil's Gooning Cave, I receive the plans for the Signal Interceptor and decide to continue the quest line with the Brotherhood. Why choose the Brotherhood, you may ask? Well, it's simple. I might have saved the Minutemen, but let's be honest. I really did it for the power armor and the experience. And the real doll enthusiasts? No. The Brotherhood, on the other hand.
Defeat is not an option.
You're gonna get cancer if you keep standing next to those barrels. I would know. I just watched Chernobyl. Since I'm Paladin Dance's favorite gal, he takes me on a little helicopter ride, and I indiscriminately kill anything that renders. I'm introduced to Captain Kells on the Pridwin, and then consider repainting the walls of the flight deck with my brains, because you can't skip Elder Maxon's speech.
Direction.
One eternity later.
Ad Victorium.
Maxon sends me on a mission to kill those who are different. I get to meet the cast, almost waste some caps on a bitchin' wizard rocket launcher, hop into the last suit I'll ever wear, and then plan my attack of Fort Strong when this happens. Son of a bitch, I did not save the game. Alright, well, no harm, no foul. The vertibird shouldn't be a problem for me again. I mean, I'll only need to do this one more time, right? Sometime. Back at the Pridwin again, and this shit is way worse than last time. Now I can't even get on the vertibirds. Several reloads later, and you could say that I was starting to get just a little upset. Reload. Reload. Every time, nothing worked. So I eventually gave up and begrudgingly decided to just walk to Fort Strong instead. Oh wow, friendly animal. No friendly animals, just scary looking mean ones. But come on, how mean can they really be? I was just about to waste my money on that Hellstorm missile launcher earlier, and this little guy just decided to drop one for me with the Assassin's perk, no less. That's pretty awesome. Oh no, wait a minute. You're not afraid that I'm actually going to use a non-Borderlands weapon, are you? Because I am going to use it. There aren't any Borderlands launchers in this mod, and while I could have just used the regular launcher or the Fat Man, this thing looks pretty sick. And pretty much the same thing went down inside. Yep. Oh, another assault rifle. That's cool. Fallout 4 is a petty bitch, so it tells me to go outside to speak to Dance, just for me to turn my ass right back around, go down the elevator, and find him waiting in the area I was already in. Where the hell was he anyways? That's alright though. Skipping through Dance's dialogue gave me the best voice line in the entire game.
I've seen what these... It would...
Sing it, brother.
Sing it, brother. After our little chat, Buzz Lightyear blasted off back to Star Command. What the fuck? He just phased through the ceiling. Maxon gets a debriefing, and the weight of Fallout 4's stiletto heel suddenly weighs slightly less atop my testes. Fuck yeah, boys, we're in in-game now. I hope. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've played the full story. Here's a neat trick you may or may not know about. You can glitch into Proctor Tegan's little cuck closet by doing a VATS melee attack cancel, and presto. Just unleash the loot goblin inside yourself and snatch up all the little yummies. Obviously, it's safer to just use your fists, because if you do fuck it up, it shouldn't be enough damage to aggro the Brotherhood. It's kind of similar to robbing the Silver Rush in New Vegas, now that I think about it. I gather my goodies, hear what sounds like mole rat sex in the walls. What the hell is that noise? Gobble it all up, and sell it off to the highest bidder. Oh, that's what that sound is. But I do keep the rusty XO1 helmet. It was about this moment when I first realized that Skag Meat was missing. So I decided to see what would happen if I told Dance to tag along. And, well, now they're both MIA. And I have absolutely no clue what part of the Shadow Realm they've just been sucked into. Nevertheless, the most important thing to me is my son.
You serious?
I give Proctor Ingram the plans for the signal interceptor and start building the appropriate devices. And this, boys, is where being a little loot rat is handy. Yeah, boy. An ungodly amount of soot produced from these diesel engines got pumped into the air, but fuck the environment. I'm a caveman out of time who's been frozen and sent to the future, and I'm about to teleport, bitches. Here I go. Actually, no, hold on. I care about my Skag way more. I need to find him first. I'm sorry. I look around Sanctuary, making sure to check out the doghouse and my sharecroppers, but he's nowhere to be found. Then I decide to go back to Fort Strong, hoping to find him just sitting there at the entrance, but I still can't find him. I think back to the glitched helicopter and the disappearing dancing man. Guys, I think Skag Meat really and truly is lost to me.
Gary, I'm sorry I neglected you.
Well, no sense in crying over spilled milk. I head back to Sanctuary and give a little looky-loo to see if I can give my rocket launcher a little more oomph. But suddenly, Mama Murphy asks a favor of me.
Sure, be glad to help.
Thank you.
If that old bitch wants to take time from me rescuing my precious little babe, then I'm gonna snatch up the little bit of time she has on this rock right back from her. There's your goddamn chair, Mama Murphy. Son of a bitch. Unfortunately, she climbed all the way up to the chair, and it actually has a pretty decent view. After fixing the mistake of doing something nice for someone, there. That's your fucking view. Oh, and little cherry on top. Why not? There we go. Rebuild the nether portal. All right. Yeah, are you ready to kill some kidnappers, Skag Meat? Oh. Upon entering the teleporter, Ingram instant transmissions us into the headquarters of Skynet, where I can only assume that I have now transcended just as Dr. Manhattan did, because I'm now having a fourth wall breaking conversation with myself from the past.
Chase, make a comment about father being a pedophile, locking children in cages.
Way ahead of you, Chase. And of course, the screaming of a distressed child attracts father only because it arouses his curiosity. What a fucking sicko.
What kind of sick pervert locks children in glass cages?
Nah, I'm just joshing you. I'm gonna kill him later. Well, now that we're here and we know that our son is an old man with testicles that hang lower than my own, at least let's hear him out and see what he, what's this whole institute thing about?
Your mother.
Yes. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that.
Why the fuck else am I here again? Oh yeah, I don't know. It's espionage and recruitment. We got the deets. Now all we need is the scientist.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
But where are the gorillas?
I forgot. Fourth on the docket is to actually get Virgil his special dermatitis cream so he stops being all green and shit. And I guess while we're down here, we can grab some audio logs from Virgil to sway over Dr. Lee. Nothing like the testimonial of a trusted colleague that makes you realize that the institution you've been working for is really just full of a bunch of sick weirdos.
Doctor.
Took you long enough to find that evidence.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck off. If you were so concerned, why didn't you look for it?
This better not be a waste of my time.
It was, in fact, not a waste of her time. Back at it with Ingram, and fuck it.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
What did I miss? Fucking nothing? Okay, cool, great. Ingram tells me that she wants to mod her Liberty Prime Mini so that way she can kit it out with different weapons on his arms when she's using him on the tabletop match. So we just need some more magnet. I could go somewhere really interesting and kill a bunch of raiders or mutants in a really neat montage, but I just don't care. So I bought them at Diamond City, and that was that.
Located somewhere within the glowing sea.
Now I have to go to the glowing sea again. What's-her-face gives me a beacon to plant at the weapons cache when I'm done finding Liberty Prime some firepower. Virgil takes a fat hit right in front of me, and I take a peaceful jaunt on over to where the Zetans are fighting the Enclave. Why, you may ask? Well, it's because I am looking for a little upgrade to my power armor, and in this point in the run, I have stopped putting any consideration into the fact that I wanted this playthrough to be Borderlands themed, and I'm now just in the mindset that I'm a giant brick shithouse that blows everything up. You know what that makes me think of? America. And there's no suit of armor more American in the game than the XO2 suit. So bitch about in the comments, I won't care. Guys, I'm kidding. Please don't say anything mean in the comments. I read all of them, and any mean comments makes me feel really bad. After getting my new drip and clearing a safe path through those godless extraterrestrials, I narrowly escaped the fetid rat toad. Inside the Sentinel site, I never mentioned it, but that's what the place with the big bombs is called. A bunch of nasty-looking gobbledygooks attacked me. It's not very interesting. A normal person and his AI girlfriend died. That was tragic. And there. We found Liberty Prime some ammo and activated the Kevin beacon. Back at base, I have the honor of powering up Liberty Prime.
Liberty Prime, back online.
But as we say hello to a new friend, we unfortunately must say goodbye to an old friend. And that old friend is the same piece of shit that made me lose my skag. Fucking dance. How about a nice stroll through the meadows before we commit murder? Oh, a spaceship. Let's just pull out the weakest dog shit weapon that I have. That's alright. Just run past the aliens and let the future you deal with it. Initially, I came into this situation purely because, with absolutely zero evidence, I assumed Dance did something with my skag. Only when I reintroduced him into my life, skag meat vanished. But after Dance's sob story, I started to feel a little bad for the guy. This was no longer a murder. It was a mercy killing.
It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Why won't you die?
What the hell are you waiting for?
I don't know what to do.
Huh, yeah, no, that's an understatement. Unsure of what to do, I planned on leaving the bunker and then re-entering it to see if that would somehow fix the quest line. Little did I know that if you just up and leave in the middle of this quest, then Paladin Danse will take matters into his own hands and ban himself from the server. Buzz Lightyear might not be the only one traveling beyond infinity today, because the Zetans are still hounding for my ass. Nothing like a little stress eating and advanced camouflage can't fix though. I give Elder Maxon the skinny on our synthoid oxymoron, and he promotes me to the new rank of Grand Poobah, replacing the former Paladin Danse. Captain Kells, the only POC with any sort of authority on board the Pridwin, sends me to go kill the railroad, which feels a bit strange. And Proctor Ingram, well, she wants me to steal one of their real dolls named Pam. Alright, no need to go crazy on this one, it's not like they're that bad anyways.
Fucking cow! Another victim. Go down. Standing down.
Could we possibly make any more noise? I guess so.
Now that Pam is ours, let's just decrypt all her little secrets and whoa, jump cut. Okay, looks like we're now hopping into the former Paladin Dance's armor and taking a trip on over to Mass Fusion for another little upgrade for Liberty Prime. Boy, I sure hope I didn't skip any important dialogue. We're on the last episode of the season, boys. Thank God. I only wish that my pooch was here for the ride. Skag meat! Hey, you know what? I have absolutely no fucking clue why he's back, but I really don't care. I guess he was just waiting on the vertibird this entire time. Trust me guys, we came in flying Vietnam style again. It was super cool. You can't see it because it's nearly pitch black and YouTube's bitrate probably turned the screen into a mess of little squares, but it was cool. It was pretty cool. God, the folks at Bethesda sure do love their slow ass elevators. At least it's not a loading screen. Is it? Once we get off the elevator, would you believe it? We killed more scents. I know, it's wild. Okay, this is getting a little old. Let's just fast forward a little bit. Keep it going. Keep going. And there. That's a pretty good point to pick it back up. All right, cool. Grabbing a power supply for Liberty Prime. That's something other than shooting. However, will the situation advance beyond this point? Yeah, that's about right. Can you sense the forced enthusiasm for this script? This game is like a fucking energy vampire for me. Oh, sweet Jesus, more peons? What's this? We're done with Mass Fusion? And we're fucking with June? Oh, okay, that's more like it.
No one wants to see a grown man feeling sorry for himself.
That's why I put the balaclava on you. So we can't see you crying. Damn, Chase. While we're here, might as well dress up in something nice for the big party later. Just gotta switch out Liberty Prime's Duracells. Should be smooth sailing for us Brotherhood boys here on out.
Shit, what happened to this guy? Oh my gosh. Poor dude fell off the railing.
Yeah, you know, close enough. Finally, the moment of truth. Liberty Prime comes to life, and just like the Pridwin's entrance, 10 years later, this is still pretty cool.
Fusion core reinitialized. Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. Probability of Chinese victory: impossible.
The moment that Liberty Prime goes active and begins marching his way through the Commonwealth towards the CIT ruins, you can almost sit back and enjoy autopilot. That is, unless Liberty Prime decides to leave behind some stragglers. I don't even understand how I could have survived this, or the Hellfire Troopers. Oh yeah, Better yet, he takes a detour through the fucking ocean. Forgot about that. An ocean, which not only can I not cross nearly as fast as Mr. Prime shipping over there, but also one body of water, which I am now discovering has hostile fish. At least he's so nice as to fry them all up for me. Not done killing sea life, Liberty Prime reasserts our dominance as the de facto topside rulers.
No, Liberty Prime, don't kill the dolphins, no.
After the Brotherhood finished snuffing out evolution, Liberty Prime met his greatest match yet, a broken building. Yeah, I thought to myself, maybe he'll figure it out. He did not. Eventually, I drew out the creepy crawly for Liberty Prime, and it was just enough XP for him to activate his ult.
Standing down.
To the tune of anti-communist rhetoric, we dive into the Institute to unleash some hot lead-in diplomacy. After wiping out all the synth Gugas, there's only one person worth talking to before leaving the Institute in peace.
Sean, if you help me, fewer people will die. Will you?
I'll have no hand in what you're doing. Now go. Leave me.
We lift the Institute's lockdown on my old man son's terminal, attach the pulse charge to the reactor, and set off the second biggest explosion in Boston since the bombs first dropped. Oh yeah, and we tell Virgil that we killed the Institute and all his friends are dead, and then he dies too. The end. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave me some love down in the comments, and please, also maybe consider subscribing and liking. That'd be pretty cool. And you know what, while you're at it, why not throw me some suggestions for future video ideas? That's a win-win for you and me. I get some more ideas, and you get to see stuff that you actually want to see. Anyways, I'm excited to see you all again very soon. Bye, guys.